Hey, Bruce Kunkel here. I'm here at my Nashville custom shop where I build my Kunkel banjos. And I have something I want to share with you that I've been developing over a period of years. And there are so many old banjos that are plectrums or tenors that need to be converted into 5-string because very few people play those banjos anymore. And I always thought it was a shame that those original historic necks are getting set aside and the banjos are changed over to 5-string and those necks are idle. But there's a way that I found to convert a plectrum and a tenor banjo to a 5-string, and it doesn't alter the banjo greatly. And I wanted to share it with you. This is a Wayman, now 5-string. It's actually a plectrum. But what I've done is, I'm going to take the resonator off so it doesn't fall off. And what I've done is I've taken a string and I've made a hole at the 4th fret, and I actually grind the ball end of the string down a little thinner so it's not so clunky. And it goes into a pocket behind the 5th fret. The fret acts as the nut, and the string comes down through the tailpiece. This is actually a tenor tailpiece, but I have it running to the side through a piece of Teflon tubing. And then I've created a bracket that holds the 5th string peg on a piece of brass, and it's captured by the brackets of the banjo. It's a brass piece. It goes over to about here, and it screws up underneath the tailpiece. It's very slick, very clean, and you've made a 5-string banjo out of a plectrum banjo. There's the tuner right there, and you can hear if there's the string, and I can tune it, and it's not that big a deal. So that's one way of doing it. Let me show you another one. About, I would say 15 years ago, I took this little Vega White Lady tenor banjo, and I did the same thing. I made a hole. You can see right there, there's a hole that the ball end of the string goes into, and it rides over the fret, and it comes down under the tailpiece and goes through a tiny hole in the rim with a piece of Teflon tubing. I like that because it keeps the string from breaking. And then I've made a bracket in here that straddles the dowel stick, and there was already a hole here for the resonator, so I just simply bolted it there. That's the only thing that's holding that on. And there's your tuner for the string. Goes around the tailpiece, up over the strings and into that hole right there, and it's a 5-string banjo. And you can hear, you can hear it be tuned. Very controllable. Little out of tune, but you get the idea. You get the idea. It's an old historic banjo, and the only modification I've really made is that hole, and that could be filled with black epoxy and disappear if you ever wanted to convert it back, and you've done no harm to the instrument. So anyway, this is something that I've been playing around with for a long time, and the next one I do, instead of using a ball end string, I'm going to be using a loop end string. I'll make a very small loop, and it will go around an HO track nail that will be buried just under the surface. So it'll be even a smaller hole in order to receive that loop end string. Anyway, I wanted to get this out to everyone and give you some ideas as to how you might be able to modify historic tenor and plectrum banjos without destroying them. And that's about all I had to share with you, and I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.